Hello, everybody. My name's Stephen Thorpe, and I have with me Abe Sharman. We are the company directors of Sustainative. So I'm going to start with an acknowledgement of country. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be here with you all and warmly welcome you to this workshop. I acknowledge that today I'm on Wurundjeri country and pay my deep respects to their elders past and present, and acknowledge their leaders both now and upcoming. And I acknowledge their ongoing commitment to reviving culture and their survival of the colonisation process. I acknowledge that I'm conducting business and living my life on their beautiful country. I pay my respects to all Aboriginal people that are here with us today and extend this respect to everyone tuning in. My name is Stephen Thorpe and I'm the company director of Sustainative, as I mentioned before. My heritage is of the Gunai, Gunditj, Mara and Yorta Yorta nations. So Sustainative, it literally means sustaining the planet with native wisdom. So we think it's time to get back into right relationship with this land. And that starts with opening up to the extraordinary nature of the land, with every rock, insect, bird, animal, and the trees, the air we breathe, the water we drink. I think we are so lucky to be living on Earth, a planet conducive to life. So it's important we realize the immensity of the opportunity it is to be alive, and of course, how brief this time is. Therefore, it is of paramount importance that we do what is truly needed whilst we have the privilege to be here. And this is why Sustainative is aligned to the Indigenous ways of healthy country and healthy people. For thousands of years, Indigenous peoples all around the world understood their place within nature. What the trees breathe out, we breathe in. And what we breathe out, the trees breathe in. This knowledge goes way beyond an intellectual understanding and permeates to being a deep and profound connection to the point that we don't see ourselves as different from nature, but just one of its many expressions. So for thousands of years, the First Nations cultures lived in complete harmony with the land, which includes the biodiversity and communities where we live and work. They developed this understanding that we are just one of the many expressions of life on this planet, as I mentioned before. So this continues as the important fundamentals for balanced growth, which is perceived from the profound experiences of mind, body, and heart. And this wisdom and knowing didn't come from reading any books or theories or concepts, but instead from being in deep relationship by paying 100% attention to everything on country that form the basis to an individual's inner dimension, or spiritual journey. Our elders had knowledge and awareness transmitted to them from their elders and those before them. Over lifetimes, they developed initiation processes that are designed to experientially know our relationship with all lives on country, and in turn our responsibility and custodianship to this land, water, air, and sky, and in fact, all lives. So as a current generation of people, today we have many conveniences and comforts with the continued advancement of science and technology for more and more material growth. As you may know already, that responsible scientists around the world are informing us about the impacts for us and our future generations. Where many ecosystems that are fundamental to the human existence are being threatened. At the core of this is looking at growth and prosperity primarily in material aspects. You could say this endeavor is in the pursuit of happiness or well-being. And whilst we can say that we are living with more empowerment than our past generations, we cannot say that we are happier or more joyful. So the science of keeping our mind, body, and spirit happy and joyful without depending on external stimuli. This is better known as the inner sciences, which offers these indigenous techniques and methods to create a kind of inner chemistry that can lead one's inner experience to a state of joy and happiness. Why this state is important? Because when I'm happy and joyful, I feel at my best, physiologically and psychologically. Plus my capability to perform various kinds of activities is enhanced. So now I'm going to hand it over to Abe after that bit of an introduction and just some commentary on the purpose of Sustainative. I'm going to hand it over to Abe to talk about Indigenous Regenerative Sustainability and why it's important to the healthcare system as well. Thanks.
Thanks, Stevie. I hope I'm audible. I believe so. Hi, everyone. So Stevie just touched on the inner dimension and what Indigenous Regenerative Sustainability, the model that Stevie and I have come up with, is really looking at what creates health and well-being around me. And it starts with, as Stevie said, inner dimension. First, I've got to create health and well-being for myself, because I can only provide what I have. So the slide that you see on your screen is really highlighting that First Nations culture's point of view, which is going from being to doing. So if I'm feeling happy and content in my mind, body, and spirit, that's what will tend to permeate into my work, social, and family life. So if I translate that to the times that we are in today, what that really means is you can see on the slide, the left-hand side, it's about we need to look at how we can cultivate a balanced growth. And balanced growth means we need material, spiritual, emotional, and intellectual well-being and growth. What that allows us is to harvest love, joy, and happiness, and to really create a sense of what it really means, a sustainable future. So with the mental health rising, as it's the climate change, you might have heard the term climate anxiety. And post-COVID as well, most of you, I believe, are from the health organizations, so you know what's happening with the state of mental health. Some leading scientists in the world are saying that it is going to become a pandemic if it is not here already. So we can't really say that we are creating and crafting a sustainable planet unless we start creating sustainable human beings. And this is where the First Nations practices, the Indigenous Regenerative Sustainability, comes into play, because it has always focused on going from a state of being to doing. Then the next part that I'm briefly going to present on is how we are enabling this, how from what we have received, Stevie and I have received, how our Indigenous Regenerative Sustainability model, how are we enabling this for business, industry, and governments. So as you see here on my screen, the triangle, what we do, Sustainative, is about bringing a holistic view on what health and well-being means. Health and well-being for people, biodiversity, planet, and in terms of the climate as well. Because as Stevie mentioned, that from an Indigenous lens, everything is seen as one. We are not different than any other life, like the bird or the insect. We share that ecosystem. We have a relationship. So at Sustainative, this our model is called Regenerative Sustainability Model, where we combine the Indigenous wisdom, as you can see, the inward pointing arrows, the three arrows, the Indigenous wisdom, the science and technology, how that comes in, and it's putting out outputs. The outputs are solutions in environment, sustainability, and health and well-being. So the green and the blue is about caring for the country with providing solutions in environmental sustainability. And the red is about caring for the community, which is looking at creating and using First Nations tools to create that health and well-being. So Stevie, I'll pass it on to you. The next one, which is about we need to look at when we speak about health and well-being, what are some of the issues that are there as a generation of people that we are going through?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Abe. So, yeah, some of those issues from I guess our own experience and a little bit of research, we've come across the following common challenges that prevail in the healthcare industry. Some of these might be applicable to your workplace, and these are overburdened healthcare system, staff burnt out, turnover, absenteeism, largely managing crisis and self-created problems, So if we really look at that, when we look at a lot of the health and the illness that's happening, chronic conditions that are coming, a lot of that is created inside of ourselves. Whether we be in states of trauma or states of negative emotional patterns and things like that. This too really is adding a lot to the healthcare system, and we really see that as a big sustainability issue as well. So thought to mention that. When staff are burnt out, it slows down external changes in creating a green and sustainable healthcare service. So it's hard to implement any sort of change or any sort of new way when we are not functioning at our best, or we are not at that capability to receive that change or to receive that transition. So how we are functioning inside will really determine how we're able to implement any external changes that we're trying to create. So when we are burnt out, that essentially means our faculties of mind, body, and energy are operating at a lower level of capability. So we're wanting to sort of look at an Indian elder. We want to look at an Indian elder sharing his insights on how we can create a culture of health. So if we can go to that video.
We're at one of the foremost Western medical systems in the world. What are some of the things, either from the East or from the yogic sciences, that our young doctors can think about as they get trained at Stanford University in the West?
Especially in a medical school, I would want this to come, that it's not about studying somebody else of heart, liver, kidney. Yes, that's important, that's one aspect of it, but to know this internally, it's most important. This has to become a part of medical systems on the planet. Otherwise, we will have medicine growing, we will not have health flourishing on the planet. Today they tell me, I don't know, you must tell me the statistics, somebody told me the food industry on the planet is $7.6 trillion. The pharmaceutical and healthcare industry on the planet is $7.2 trillion. They say by the end of 2017, the healthcare industry is going to become larger than the food industry. That means we're consuming more medicine than food. That doesn't speak well of us as healthy people, isn't it? We need to create a culture of health. Instead of investing in just healthcare, we must talk about how to generate health in a society, a culture of health. So right from our childhood, if we are taught how to be, how to keep the body, how to keep the mind, how to manage these things, then we know how to fix these things. And tools above all. Like today you have phenomenal tools for external medicine, similarly inner dimensions there are phenomenal tools, but there is no transmission of that in a big way. What we're talking about in engineering is just that. We would like to, particularly if you're becoming a doctor and if you're telling me you're going to be in some way making a difference in somebody's life, we will offer this to you wherever you want, okay? One most important thing the doctors should do is, they must be a joyful lot. If you walk into the room, it must be light and joy for the patient. They must forget their ailment. This is very important, that you exude a certain energy, which is life. This is partial death. You should not go around with grave faces. Grave is a bad thing. It will come anyway, but it's a bad thing right now. Anything grave is not good, you don't have to carry it on your face. It's very, very important. The doctors of the future must be a joyful lot, must exude life energy in a huge way. Of course, the knowledge part of it, your college, your university is teaching it, that is important. But what's your problem in being joyful? If you're joyful, will you lose your knowledge, I'm asking? No. Right now, people have become grave. When a grave doctor walks into a patient's room, it's a threat. Grave is one thing you should not show somebody who's not well right now, isn't it?
So there you go. Elder speaking about creating health from within. So let's look at what the First Peoples culture is about and the tools it offers as a major part of the solution for creating health and well-being. So the art, the music, dance, the whole science of the ceremonies is to align ourselves in tune with nature. So we're going to play another video.
Guys, thank you for having us here today. My name's Stevie Thorpe. I'm a proud Gunai, Gunditj Mara, Yorta Yorta, Palawa, Muckjarwin. The list keeps going on, Mum says. NAIDOC Week, as we know, is a celebration, a whole week celebration of the Aboriginal culture, history and achievements of Aboriginal people. Just listen to the sounds that are there, whether it be in nature, whether it be your own heartbeat, the sound of the music. Koki lilimba, koki lilimba. Gawangu Melagan Nata. I sing for the black and the people of this land. I sing for the red and the blood that's been shed. Yilale, 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 yilale. Yilale, 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 yilale. Yes, sir. Yilale, 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 yilale.
So there you have it. So the basis for all that is really about sharing love and happiness and joy with people and creating that as an inner experience. So, you know, the above is a very deep understanding of our human mechanism, that it's a part of the larger ecosystem as well, and functions just as any other life. So Abe's going to take us into practicing the culture brings about well-being and speak a little bit more about the research that is behind that.
Thanks, Stevie. I hope my slideshow is still going. So there was, speaking about the video that we saw, is an example of how we are taking the culture through art, music, dance that Stevie mentioned, that these are very deep ceremonies that are being created with a very deep understanding of how we can connect to the country or connect to each other. Now, there is some scientific research which was done last year at La Trobe Uni, and I think it was WACA, one of the Aboriginal organizations, which is highlighting that how practicing culture can really bring a sense of community well-being. Now, why, as you see here on the left-hand side, the circles, at the core of it, it's an individual. Now, what's a society? What's what's a society? What's a nation? What's a country? Or it's just an idea. What really transforms and what makes that society is the individual. So this scientific research at La Trobe Uni, which was done, which said that if we want to create a healthy and wealthy community, we really need to focus as transforming individual human beings. And culture can play a huge part into that, practicing culture. And because practicing culture brings a sense of healing and well-being, which is also briefly talking about the right-hand side of the circle, and that the video that you saw, that's how we are applying that framework or this framework into how organizations can think about creating a more sustainable journey externally with their external improvement, as well as internal improvement. External and internal improvement is transforming the human being or helping the human being, and the external improvement is improving your GHG performance, greenhouse gas performance, net zero goals, etc. There is, for those of you from Victoria, you might know the DCA's biodiversity strategy. Now, the Victorian biodiversity strategy 2037, it clearly highlights that connecting to country, what are the health benefits of connecting to country? As you can see here on the slide, they have listed 7 benefits in terms of the benefit that it brings to my own mental health and well-being. I think I don't need to read them out, but you can sort of see them here, what that relates to. There is another one which highlights the video that we saw earlier, that this practice, indigenous practice called inner engineering, that how you can see here, this is certified medical practice, and how this can actually improve the state of some chronic diseases. The inner engineering is a ancient science of First Nations practices, which is aligned to derive health benefits to mind, body, and energy. And we'll move on to the next part, which is going to be led by Stevie. Thanks, brother.
Okay, so we're going to be playing a song about the importance of soil and connecting to Mother Earth. So please open up the hearts and tune in. Thanks.
O soil, the fragrance of the soil somehow is more tenderness to me than the fancy fragrance of the flower.
Come awake, hey, come awake before it's too late. Come awake, hey, come awake right now. We need a change. Just imagine your body falling weak, losing your voice, unable to speak, watching your mother cry and scream, save our soil, a call from within. Let's come away. Let's come away. Let's come away. Let's come away. जननि जननि जन्मभूमिश्च Let's come
O soil, my life.
Now we're going to do an activity to get involved. We're going to have a breakout rooms, and all we want you to do is individually share your experiences of connecting with nature, whether it be a tree, an animal, an insect, the soil, the river, the winds, or the fires. What was your overall experience, and what were the sensations that were felt within your body and within your mind and within your heart? We'll have 5 people in each group, and you'll have approximately 2 minutes to share your experience each. Okay, great. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. I joined a few of the rooms, and my voice wasn't audible, but it looked like some fun with some beautiful smiles. So we'd love to hear what was shared. I'd really love to hear what was shared because I didn't hear anything before.
No, it's okay. I think we are just cutting short on time now, so we need to get into the next stage. We'd have loved to come back together and share your experience and hear your experiences. Maybe another time. Yeah.
Yes,
Stevie?
maybe another time.
Yeah,
So we're going to actually, we're going to actually now move to the next part of our workshop, which is an activity to get active. We're now going to get into an activity and learn a practice to create health in the body and mind. So hope you're excited. Let's start the YouTube video with the practice.
Yoga for success, the neck practices. Both the neurological and the energy systems branch out in a big way between the shoulder blades and above. So keeping the neck region in a good condition is very important. Within 3 to 4 minutes of doing these neck practices, you will distinctly see that you are much more alert and the lethargy in the body will be obliterated. There is a higher level of neuronal regeneration. Memory and intellectual sharpness also improves.
Here are a few guidelines that will set optimal conditions and greatly enhance your receptivity of the practices. Please ensure cell phones are either in silent mode or switched off. It is advisable not to sit for the program with a full stomach or immediately after a meal. Please sit with your spine comfortably erect, hands uncrossed, and palms open. These conditions will prepare you to be in a heightened state of receptivity and derive the most benefits from the practices. These practices are very safe and simple and can be done by anybody. The practices we will be learning here can be done by anyone ages 7 years and above. If you wear glasses, While doing the yoga practices, please remove them and keep them aside. Now we will do a certain set of practices for the neck. This will help you to relax the stiffened muscles in the neck and shoulder region. We will look at the first 3 neck practices now. Please observe. Stand with your feet comfortably apart and parallel to each other. Keep your arms and shoulders loose and relaxed. Make sure your neck is loose like a rope, no stiffness of any sort. Eyes closed. As you exhale, slowly and gently lower your chin to your chest. This is the starting position. Now, as you inhale, gently bring your head up and take it back. As you exhale, bring your head down to your chest. This is 1 cycle. You would do this 3 times. Now we will see the second neck practice. As you inhale, slowly and gently turn your head to the right, to the extreme point. As you exhale, bring it back to the center. Now, as you inhale, slowly and gently turn your head to the left, to the extreme point that you can turn. As you exhale, bring it back to the center. This is 1 cycle. You would do this 3 times. And now we will see the third neck practice. As you exhale, slowly and gently bring your right ear towards your right shoulder, to the extreme point you can go. As you inhale, bring it up. As you exhale, slowly and gently bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, to the extreme point you can go. As you inhale, bring it up. This is 1 cycle. You would do this 3 times. Now we will do 3 cycles of the first 3 neck practices together. Please stand. Stand with your feet comfortably apart and parallel to each other. Keep your arms and shoulders loose and relaxed. Eyes closed. As you exhale, slowly and gently lower your chin to your chest. This is the starting position. Now, as you inhale, gently bring your head up and take it back. As you exhale, bring your head down to your chest. Second cycle. Again, as you inhale, bring your head up and back. As you exhale, bring it down. Third cycle. Ensure your shoulders are relaxed. No stiffness of any sort. Now for the second neck practice. Come to the starting position. Your head should be straight, eyes closed. As you inhale, slowly and gently turn your head to the right. As you exhale, bring it back to the center. Now, as you inhale, slowly and gently turn your head to the left. As you exhale, bring it back to the center. Second cycle, right side. Left side. Third cycle. Do it slowly. You can even hold the stretch for a moment and then come back. Come back to the starting position. Now we will do the third neck practice. Again, your head is straight, eyes closed. As you exhale, slowly and gently bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. As you inhale, bring it up. As you exhale, slowly and gently bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. As you inhale, bring it back up. Second cycle. Third cycle. It is an exhalation as you lower the head. It is an inhalation as you bring it up. When you are finished, please sit comfortably. Now we will learn the fourth and fifth neck practices. Again, feet are comfortably apart and parallel to each other. Eyes closed. As you exhale, lower your chin to your chest. This is the starting position. As you inhale, slowly and gently rotate your head towards your right shoulder. As you inhale, your head goes back. As you exhale, it comes down again. Then switch and rotate in the opposite direction. This is one cycle. You would do this 3 times. And for the fifth and final neck practice, rotate your shoulders forward. As you inhale, go up. As you exhale, come down. Do this 3 times. Now rotate your shoulders backward. As you inhale, go up. As you exhale, come down. Do this 3 times. Now we will do the fourth and fifth neck practices together. Please stand. Check to see your feet are parallel to each other. Eyes closed. As you exhale, lower your chin to your chest. This is the starting position. As you inhale, slowly and gently rotate your head towards your right shoulder. As you inhale, your head goes back. As you exhale, it comes down again. Do a full rotation, then switch and rotate in the opposite direction. We will do 2 more cycles. Second cycle. Rotate towards the right shoulder. Ensure your upper body remains still as you rotate the head. Switch directions and rotate towards your left shoulder. Third cycle. Do it slowly with the breathing. And now we will do the fifth neck practice together. Your head is straight, upper body relaxed, eyes closed. Now rotate your shoulders forward. As you inhale, go up. As you exhale, come down. Do this 3 times. Now rotate your shoulders backward. As you inhale, go up. As you exhale, come down. Do this 3 times. When you are finished, please sit comfortably.
To be successful in the world, 2 fundamental qualities are that you must be able to harness the prowess of your mind and your body.
I hope everyone is feeling better. I am. Can you hear us, Stevie? We can't hear you. That's okay. We'll just move into the last bit of the session. It was great to meet you all, and we'll just move into the last bit. This is just an overview of what we are trying to create in terms of climate and health, care for country, care for community, how we take solutions into the organizations. And we'll just finish off the session with a Aboriginal song, and please be with the song. And thank you for the opportunity, and great to meet you all. Stevie can't speak, but I can feel your heart, brother. So I'm speaking on behalf.
Am I here?
Hey, yeah, you are on.
Hey, I'm back. I was just so taken away by the experience. So I hope you were too with the practice there. Yeah, as Abe said, it was very lovely to be able to share our hearts and what we are trying to do with in the world. So I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, and enjoy this song.
Follow the sun, and which way the wind blows when this day is done. Breathe in the air, set your intentions, dream with care. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone, and a brand new moon and brand new sun. the sun, the direction of the birds, the direction of love. Breathe, breathe in the air. Cherish this moment, cherish this breath. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone. A brand new moon, brand new sun. When you feel life coming down on you like a heavy weight, when you feel this crazy society adding to the strain, take a stroll to the nearest water's edge. Remember your place. Many moons have risen and fallen long before you came. So which way is the wind blowing? And what does your heart say? Follow the sun, and which way the wind blows when this day is done.
Thank you again for cherishing these wonderful, heartfelt moments. Brother, do you want to say something? Or
Yeah, I think one of the things that's come to me is that, you know, Indigenous wisdom comes from many places and it comes from within. So each one of us has that knowledge and intuition within us. And, you know, I think what I encourage each one of us to do is to walk this land in that way, walk this land in that awareness, in that connection that we've shared today, and expand upon that and take that in. That's a good foundation to take that into the workplace and into any place that you go. So once again, thank you so much for having us here. It was an honor and a pleasure to be with you all. Go well into the day and take care.